Hello, Assalamu alaikum, friends. We are live now. We are here for you for our English class, and Ms. Shamila is here. She has to deliver her lecture, and today's topic is narration. And I will try to include friends from Facebook. If there is anyone who is interested to join us in our Zoom meeting, in our lecture, in our class, then he or she can participate in this.
All right, Assalamu alaikum everyone, and I hope that everybody is fit and fine. All right, so today we are going to discuss about the narration, and everybody knows about uh, what is narration, and there must be three names. You do remember that you will not supposed to be think about narration is only the topic of narration. No, narration we can also call direct and indirect speech. Narration we can also call reported speech, right? So no need to confuse over there either. These are different topics. What we are going to do today, introduction, we will have to discuss general changes in narration, and then we will discuss about specific changes in various type of a sentence. All right. So before reading this, I am just generally discussing with you what is direct speech and what is indirect speech. As you know that whenever we are going to converse with anyone else who is in front of us, so this is called direct speech. Either you're talking to the teacher, you're talking to your mother, you're talking to your father, brother, friends, wherever you are. This is called direct speech. So here the definition has been written. There are two ways to convey a message of a person, or the words is spoken by a person to the other person. As I have given the example, the person who is standing in front of you and direct communication is going on, which means that we are talking to somebody else directly. Suppose your friend whose name is John tells you in school, I will give you a pen. You come to home and you want to tell to your brother what your friend told you. There are two ways to tell him, direct speech and indirect speech. For example, I directly said to the student, you will complete the work. Okay? As I am a teacher and I have given the assignment to my student, you will have complete the work. But when the student has reached the home and then the mother has asked what he will have to do, so that he will convey my message to the mother that my teacher has told me, my teacher told me that I have to complete my work. So there are some speeches are required which will have to change them accordingly. But do remember, direct speech, two person are talking to each other. Indirect speech, when someone words you are going to convert, that is called indirect speech. Example you can see here. John said, I will give you a pen. Now, whenever we will convert it into indirect speech, do remember, will always change into would. Will always change into would. And whenever we will put comma and inverted commas, so that you do remember, we will have to omit this, we will have to remove this. Instead of this, we will have to use that, right? So the answer can be, John said that he would give me a pen. All right, the same thing which we have already discussed, it has been written over there. I am going to read it. Direct speech, the original words of a person are narrated, will not bring any change and are enclosed in quotation mark. Do remember, whenever we will have to write down direct speech, so that after reporting speech means he said, he told, he says. After reporting speech, you will have to put comma, and then inverted commas are open. And then whatever the sentence has been quoted, you will complete the work, you will complete the assignment, you will get ready for recitation tomorrow, whatever the sentence, we will have to close it by putting inverted commas, right? So while in indirect speech, some changes are made in original words of a person because have been uttered in past, so the tense will change accordingly and pronoun may be changed accordingly. In indirect speech, the statement of a person is not enclosed in quotation mark that may be used before the statement to show that it is indirect speech. Indirect speech is also called reported speech because reported speech refers to the second part of indirect speech in which something has been told by a person. Now listen. As there are some sentences in reported speech has been written, the first part of a sentence, that is he said, she said, he says, they said, she says. Before the statement of a person in sentence is called reporting speech. Here in a sentence it is written, he said, I work in a factory. Do remember beta, already first of all we have done the tenses. So the work means simple present tense we have used here. Simple present change into simple past tense. So he said, whenever we are going to omitting the commas, inverted commas, so that we need to put that, but in direct speech, that he worked in a factory. Next is they said we are going to cinema. So this is present continuous tense, or whenever present continuous tense will come, so that we will have to change this type of sentences into past continuous tense. So they said that they were going to cinema. Next. All right. Now the same examples which we have already discussed have been written here of reported speech. The second part of indirect speech in which something has been done by a person which is enclosed in a quotation mark in indirect speech is called reported speech. Example, he said that he worked in a factory. In this sentence, the second part, he worked in a factory, is called reported speech, and that is why the indirect speech as a whole can also be called reported speech. Clear? As we have already discussed, he said, I work in a factory will change into he said that he worked in a factory. Next. Okay, now here we are going to discuss about journal changes in narration. And then there are some specific changes in various type of a sentence. In journal changes, we will discuss about especially the adverbs like now change into then, here change into there, this change into that, or tomorrow change into the following day or the next day, yesterday change into the day before, or today change into that day, and tonight change into that night. Specific changes in various type of a sentence, here we will discuss about the tenses. For example, if a sentence is written in simple present tense, so obviously it will change into simple past tense. If it is written in present continuous tense, so that it will change into past continuous tense. If present perfect will change into past perfect. If simple past has been given, it will also change into past perfect. If past continuous has been given, so it will change into past perfect continuous tense. If past perfect has been given, so it will also change into past perfect continuous tense too. On the other hand, if we will talk about future tense, so will change into would, shall change into should. And on the other hand, if we will talk about modal auxiliary verb, so you do remember in modal auxiliary verb, we will have to use must, ought, should, may, might. So here what do we do? If must will come, it will change into had to, or must change into must. Both are correct. Shall, okay. Now may change into might. And if would has been given, so would change into would. If should has been given, so should change into be should. Next slide. Next. G. So you will see, as we have already discussed, so now you can see in a written form which can be quite easy for you to do. There are three major changes in narration while converting direct speech into indirect speech. These changes are as below. First of all, we will bring changes in pronoun. listen carefully as you do remember. It is written, he said that I am going. So do remember that who said? Obviously, I change into he. If she said, so I change into she. Second is change in tense. As we have discussed all tenses, that how the tenses can be changed. Simple present, simple past continuous, and present perfect change into past perfect. And now change in certain words. In certain words, we have already discussed about the adverb. Those words are called adverbs. Next. D. Change in pronouns, change in tense, and change in certain words. Let me see what are those words. Next. If you will see, it can be sun. Okay? So as a subject, it can also be used. As an object, it can also be used. Otherwise, we will not bring any change. You will see subject we will have to use as a first person like I, as a second person like you, or as a third person like he. Are you getting my point? Sun. Obviously, here we are talking about a man. So it can be used as a subject or as an object. As a subject, first person like I. As an object, we will use second person like you as a singular as well as plural, but here we are talking about singular. Or as a third person, we will use by using he. All right. Next, G. Now you will see this chart. This is very much essential for everyone else. If it is clear to you so that all the sentences you can change them quite easily. Subject, you know very well about it. It can I, we, you, he, she, they, it. It is written first person singular, we is first person plural, second is you, third person singular, he, third person singular, she, third person plural, they, third person neutral singular. It can be used not only for animals, for human being as well. As a possessive case, what do we have to do? I change into me, mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs, and it. As a possessive case, what do we have to do? We will have to change them into my, our, your, his, her, their, its. As an object, what do we do? I change into me, we change into us, you change into you, he, him, she, her, they, them, it. G. So now, as I have already discussed about certain words, as I have told you, these words are also called adverb. You can see here, if reporting speech is in past tense, some words in reported speech will change as following. Now change into then, this change into that, these change into those, ago change into before, here change into there, today change into that day, tonight change into that night, yesterday change into the last day or the previous day, tomorrow change into the next day or the following day, nowadays change into those days. These are very necessary and keep it in our mind before changing the sentence into indirect speech. Next. Okay. Now here we will discuss about different sentences in various type of sentences. So let me see which type of sentences have been written. The types of sentence according to function, types of sentence according to structure, type of sentence according to condition. Okay, let me discuss little bit about it before going to in detail. According to function, we will have to see the tenses, in which tense the sentence has been written, and then according to the tense, we need to bring a change, right? According to structure means in which structure it has been written, simple form, negative form, or in a question form. And according to the condition, we will have to see either the sentences are imperative, either the simple sentences have been written, either the modal auxiliary verb have been written. So this is the condition of the sentences, and according to the condition, we will know that how these type of sentences can be changed into indirect speech. Next. All right, here we are going to discuss assertive, which you will know about that these type of sentences are called affirmative sentences or simple sentences. So here you will see set of reporting verb is changed into told, not necessary, but if you are going to write down said, this is also correct. But if you don't want to write down said, you want to write down told, so this is also be corrected. Reporting of verb is changed into told. If object is not given in reported speech, then said is not changed. Let me see with example. It is written, they said we have done our duty. So why it has been written have? Why we are not going to change the tense? So do remember that I and we, these are two only the subject in which we are not going to change the tense. So we have done our duty will not be changed into any tense. We will have to use they said that they have done their duty. How come? If you do remember, future perfect tense, present perfect tense will come. So what do we have to do with present perfect tense? It will change into past perfect tense. But if we don't want to change because of the pronouns, so that we cannot be, otherwise it will also be changed into past perfect tense. They said that they had done their duty can also be the correct answer according to tense. Number 2 is she said to teacher, I was not making a noise. This has been written in past continuous tense. Whenever past continuous tense will come, it will automatically will change into past perfect continuous tense, right? So she told the teacher that she had not been making a noise. If you do remember, past perfect continuous tense, we will have to use had, we will have to use been, and then we will have to use fourth form of verb. So according to that, we have done this. Number 3 is he said to me. Do remember whenever said change into better told. So we never ever use to. If we are using only said, so with to is necessary for us to write. So he said to me will change into he told me. If you will use he told to me, the sentence can be incorrect. The structure can be incorrect. So he said to me, you are not turning. So you are not running very fast. You are not running very fast. It is present continuous tense, and present continuous tense change into past continuous tense. So he told me that I was not running very fast. He told me that I was not running very fast. Next. Next. Okay, now here we are going to discuss negative sentences in reported speech. In reported speech, he, she, it, his, they, them, hers, her, theirs, him, its does not change. How come? Let me see. I said to him, already we are using here, it is not written me, it is written him. So I said to him, he is not a good boy. So what do we do? I said to him that he is not good boy. Number 2 is she said it will rain today. So she said that it will rain that day. Number 3 is Raza said her name has been struck off from the college. So the answer can be Raza said that her name had been struck off from the college. It is written but a will also be changed into would. But according to the nature of the sentence, he is not a good boy. It will not be changed into he was not a good boy, which means that he is not a good boy. Only pronoun we will have to change. Next. Here you can see the discussion. We have already discussed about the tenses. So somehow with the example they have given more examples over here. You can see And then on a Zoom board, we will also do the practice one by one, either imperative sentences or modal auxiliary verb, or there are many more sentences over there. I will write down many sentences, and then you will be changed in sentences quite easily. So after all slides, we will discuss about the more sentences regarding all the sentences, right? So here you will see that Alina said the boys write letters. Present indefinite tense will change into past indefinite tense. You can see here it is written Alina said that the boys wrote letters. The boys wrote letters. How come? As you do remember, present indefinite we will use first form of verb. So in past, simple past tense we will have to use second form of verb. In second form we will not use write, we will have to use wrote. Now next sentence is written in present continuous tense. In present continuous tense will change into past continuous tense. So past continuous tense, what do we have to do? He said, I am writing a letter. This is present continuous tense. So present continuous tense change into past continuous tense. In past continuous tense, what do we have to do? We will have to use was and fourth form of verb. So he said that he was writing a letter. Next is number 3. She said, anybody wants to ask a question? Yes. So let me clear that one and then we will continue. What is the question so that I will repeat it.
Yes, Ms. Shamila is here. If anyone has to ask question,
Yes.
He or she can ask here. And I think
yes,
there are few participants here in our chat room, in our Zoom meeting.
Yes.
Dania Lagari, Mahin Memur, Saima, Elsie Solenin, and Muhammad Tayyab. So, friends from these guys, if anyone has a question, he or she can ask.
Better feel free wherever you are having any difficulty regarding this, you can ask. G. Elsie Solinin, if you want to ask a question, you can ask so that let me clear to you. Please. I am waiting for your question. Any query, either you can type the question so that I'll discuss here.
Friends, if you have any question, you may ask. Otherwise, Shamila has to continue her lecture.
Okay, Saima, everything is clear to you, but do remember narrations are not easy task until and unless you will not do practice. Practice must be there. If personally you need some worksheets or any type of practice is required, so please you will ask me, I will provide to you a soft copy so that until and unless you will not do practice, so that the narrations are useless for you. As you will do practice so that you will learn more and more. So please do continue practice, otherwise it is difficult for you. So nobody, yes, sure, why not? Anyone else? Okay, shall I continue? So we were on past continuous tenses. You do remember present continuous, we will have to use ismr and then fourth form of verb. And then whenever we are going to convert them into past continuous tense, so that we need to use was and were and then fourth form of verb. The example has been given here. He said, I am writing a letter. So that he said, we are omitting comma, inverted commas. We are removing this, and then we will have to use past continuous tense by writing he was writing letter. Number 3, you can see here. G. Present perfect tense. As you do remember, in present perfect tense, we will have to use has and have and then third form of verb. So it is written, she said, I have finished my work. Finished, but a third form will come over here. Finished my work. So that it will change into past perfect tense. And in past perfect tense, we always use had. So she said that she had finished her work. Next is Sawal said, I was writing a letter. So this is written in past continuous tense, will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. And the formula of past perfect continuous tense had been and then fourth form of verb. So Sawal said that he had been writing a letter. Last one is written number 5, I may reach soon. So I may reach. May, you do remember we have discussed modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verb, we will have to use must, we will have to use may, might, should, would, could, can. So this type of sentences belong to modal auxiliary verb. So here it is written, I may reach soon. So may always be changed into might. So he said that he might reach soon. Otherwise, we will not bring any change in verb. Okay, good question. Better listen. If the sentences are making simple, negative. Do remember in both cases, it is necessary for us that we will have to use that. But on the other hand, if you're talking about imperative sentences, or we are talking about question sentences, question means either do you have a book, do you complete your work, do you speak English, are you going to Karachi? So these are the question by using helping verbs. So over there, we never ever use that. If you will use that over there, it will be wrong. Right? On the other hand, if you will talk about if you will talk about imperative sentences, like in imperative sentences, we are going to give command, order, suggestion, advice. So what do we have to do over there? We will have to use only infinitive. Infinitive means, okay, Mehreen, welcome. Yes, I am going to give the examples, no problem. First, we are going to complete the slides and then we are just using the board so that this example I will give you no issue. So you do remember in imperative sentences, we will have to use only to, and then resting part of the sentence we will have to write down. How do we have to write down? We are going to discuss it. So next slide, please. See, you can see there are interrogative sentences, which means question. And if you will focus over there, the sentences are starting with do, are, or WH. What do we do? Have to there. The doctor said to me, do you smoke? So it means the question is asking from the doctor. Do remember, whenever said to me is written, it will automatically change into ask. Said to will not come in a question. You will have to do remember the question mark has been written at the end. So, do you smoke? What do we have to do? You will see I am writing the formula here. Everybody can see. Whenever the sentence will start with helping verb, so do remember the formula we will apply if or whether. Then we will have to use subject. After this, we will have to use helping verb. After this, we will have to use verb. And then after this, we'll have to use object. You do remember this is the formula of direct speech change into indirect speech, but in a question. So you will see it is written in present tense. So it will change into past tense. How? The doctor asked me. Now we will have to use if or whether we have written, and then if I smoke. It can be regular, it can be irregular. You can also use here smoked, right, as a second form of verb. Now, next sentence, Ali said, "Are you feeling well?" This sentence has been written in present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, will change into past continuous tense. But do remember here again, we will use if. If we don't want to use, then we will have to use whether. But both are correct. Ali asked, "I was feeling well." If, according to the formula, you can see after this we need to use subject. Subject is written I, and then we will have to use helping verb. Helping verb is was, and then according to the tense we need to use fourth form of verb which have been written here, and then well. So if I was feeling well. Number 3 is I said to him, "When do you get up?" Do remember, not always we will ask a question by using helping verb. We will ask a question by using WH as well. So WH formula I am writing here. You do remember what do we have to use? WH means what, where, when, how, why. So after WH, same thing we will do. We will use subject. We will use helping verb. We will use helping verb. After helping verb, we will use verb. After verb, we will use object, or if any unnecessary information has been written, so that we will have to write down after this. This is the formula of WH. So you will see it is written when as it is. I asked to him is wrong. I asked him is the correct answer. To we will never ever use with ask. Do remember this is wrong here, right? So I asked him when he got up. Do remember if condition is not clear to you, all right. Sir, I need a board so that I will give more example to them. May I write here? Chale. All right. Right. Okay, the sentence is he said, comma, inverted commas are open. Do you speak English? Right? Better you will focus over there. A simple sentence and the easiest sentence I have given written over here. Do you speak English? This sentence belongs to simple present tense. And do remember simple present tense. Yes. Yes, but I didn't find any option, so that it is difficult for me to use a board. Where it is? If it is there, so that I want to use it. Simple sentence. He said to me, comma, inverted commas are open. Do you, Simon, see, do you speak English? And then inverted commas are closed. Now listen my instruction. What we will have to do further. Whenever the question will start with do, did, has, because these are the question. In the question we are using helping verb. So we will apply the formula. Formula, as I have told you, we will have to use if and then whether. Right. After this beta, we will use subject. After this, helping verb. After this, verb, and then object, and then full stop. If you will put question mark in a question, it will be wrong. Now what do we do next step? He said to me will change into he asked me. He asked me, right? In a question, do remember we never ever use that. So we are going to use if, right? If now simple present change into simple past. Simple past formula, you must remember subject plus verb, second form, and then object. So if I spoke English, and then we will put full stop. Got it? If we don't want to use, so what do we do? He asked me whether I spoke English, right? There are two conditions, either we can use if or either we can use whether. No problem for us. This is clear to you? Any other question, any other query, so that you can ask, I may clear it to you. Good, that's great. Okay, now shall we continue the slides? If these are more there, otherwise we will not. Okay, this we have already been discussed, that do you smoke, so now it will be easy for you. Okay, Merin, good. If I smoke, or are you feeling well? So I was feeling well. When do you get up? So WH will come instead of if or whether, we will have to use WH. WH when he got up. According to the tense, we will have to change them. Now next slide. This is a quick revision that how the tenses has been changed, so that you will see. If again you are having the query regarding this, you will ask, so that I will give further example to you. So if reporting verb in past is in past tense, the verb of the reported speech is changed accordingly. Present indefinite changes into past indefinite tense. Present continuous changes into past continuous tense. So you can check, the slides are not sharing. I think she's having a problem. Okay. On the other hand, if we are using present perfect tense, so that will change into past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense will change into past perfect continuous tense. Now, if simple past will come, past indefinite will change into past perfect tense. Past continuous tense change into past perfect continuous tense, and can change into could, shall change into should, or will change into would, and then may changes into might. No slides is over there, so that I am just going to discuss. No, enough. Thank you so much. Now I need a board, so that I will give more example to them regarding the imperative sentences and question sentence, WH sentences. Whatever the text has been written better, this is not sufficient for you. You will have to use, you will have to know about the sentences, that how to make the sentences in different way. Now everybody has remembered that what is imperative sentences. So I am going to discuss here imperative sentences. Imperative. Imperative sentences, right? In imperative sentences, what do we have to use? There is a command, there is a request, there is a order. For example, if you will take the example of doctor. So doctor always advised. Do remember, doctor said, doctor said, doctor said to me, comma, inverted commas are open. Take medicine, medicine timely, timely. Full stop, inverted close. You can see, doctor said to me, take medicine timely. So, beta doctor always suggests to us. So, said to me, according to the sentence, now according to the formation of the sentence, we will have to change them into order, advice, suggestion, whatever. So, this is the advice. So, how do we write into, whenever we are going to change it into direct speech? Doctor advised me. Now you will focus, there is no helping verb, there is no subject. Whenever these type of sentences will come, we will have to use imperative. Imperative means to take medicine time. Then or I wanted to change one more sentences into indirect speech. This is this is direct speech and a direct positive sentence has been written. I wanted to change negative sentences too. For example, here, any problem? Okay, that is very good. There, if something you are getting, if you are not getting, then it will not be fruitful. Good, and keep it up to you too. Now, beta, we are going to discuss the negative sentence. But before negative sentence, one thing I wanted to discuss with you, share with you, that you do remember what is the differentiate between infinitive as well as preposition, because sometime in an examination this type of question will come and students are not getting that what do they have to do. So there is infinitive, which means to, and there is a preposition which means to. So here I am saying with you that we will have to use infinitive, infinitive, infinitive. So where you will understand that either this is preposition or either this is infinitive. Infinitive. So let me give two examples to you so that you will understand. No, do remember wherever we are using to, infinitive, so that we will have to use first form of verb. Simple form we will have to use. Okay, Saima, now you will see. Yes, a very simple and easiest sentence I am telling to you. She goes to school. Right? Next sentence is she likes to go to school. There are two sentences have been written. Now better you will have to focus that goes and then to is written and then school. Goes, everybody knows, is a verb. Goes is a verb. On the other hand, school is a noun. So whenever to we are using in between verb and a noun, which means that we are talking about preposition. Clear to you? On the other hand, you will see she likes to go to school. So likes and go, these are two verbs. So whenever we are using to in between two verb, which means we are talking about infinitive. This is the difference you do remember always. This will be helpful for you. So now we are going to discuss the negative sentence of imperative. Two verbs we are using by using to. This is imperative. If one is noun and one is verb, and then we are using to, which means Mehreen, listen, two sentences beta are there. She goes to school. First of all, this must be clear to you. You may know about the noun. Noun is a name of anything else, right? So it is written here, she goes to school. Goes is verb, school is noun. In between verb and a noun, if we are using to, it means we are talking about preposition. We are not talking about infinitive. She likes to go to school. Likes is verb. Go is also verb. Two verbs are there. If we are using to in between two verbs, which means that we are talking about infinitive. Clear it to you? I hope so. No problem. So shall we discuss the negative imperative sentence? All right. Good, Mehreen. G. Negative imperative sentence. Negative. Negative. Okay. How? For example, teacher said, comma, inverted commas are open. don't make a noise. Negative sentence is there. So what do we have to do? There are two options. Either the teacher shouted or either the teacher, what do we say? Ordered, right? So both are correct here. Teacher ordered. Now negative sentence, first of all, we will have to use not. Then we will use infinitive to. Not to make a noise. Clear to you? Whenever negative, nobody will use. You will think about that don't is written, so don't will change into didn't. Most of the students will write down don't change into didn't make a noise. That can be totally wrong. In imperative sentence, do remember mostly sentence and it will change into by using not only. Here that is optional, either no need to use that. So the order not to make a noise, or another sentence is the teacher shouted not to make a noise. All right. Now any other query, anything else? So we are having 3 minutes more. You can ask. I will explain it to you. Any question? Nobody is having a problem. So once again, I am clear. Well done, Simon. All right. Once again, we are repeating. Just do remember, beta, the difference between active and passive voice and indirect speech. As yesterday we have discussed, active and passive voice. In active and passive voice, we never ever change the tense. Do remember, in active and passive voice, we never ever change the tense. But on the other hand, if we will talk about direct and indirect speech, we always change the tense. How the changes can be occurred: simple present change into simple past, present continuous change into past continuous tense, present perfect change into past perfect tense, simple past change into again past perfect tense, past continuous will change into past perfect continuous tense. And then on the other hand, if will is coming, so will change into would, shall change into should in future tense. Modal auxiliary verb, you always remember may, might, would, could, should will come. So if may will come, it will change into might. If can will come, can change into could. If would will come, would change into would. If should will come, so should will change into should. These are the changes. And then after this, what you will have to do, you will have to bring changes in adverbs, especially adverbs of time: here, there, this, now, yesterday, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, tonight. So do remember this change into that, now change into that, today change into that day, tomorrow change into the next day or the following day, today change into that day, tonight change into that night. These are the changes which we do remember. If we do remember now, so that the narration can be very, very easy for you. We are having a problem. These basic things we do not remember. And then we are just thinking about that. How do we have to change all of them? So do remember, whenever you are going to convert, there are basic things of tenses as well as most probably the adverbs. If you are having the grip on tenses, so that the narrations will be very, very easy for you. Narrations are not difficult. If you don't remember the formula, if you don't remember the structure, so that narration can be difficult for you. Thank you so much. Have a nice class. So inshallah we will meet tomorrow. Allah Hafiz. Take care.